Hi everybody, greetings from Epcot and the Flower and Garden Festival, which is gorgeous. I usually do my live recap of my blog on Mondays, but I use my bathroom studio and heck, this is a lot prettier, wouldn't you agree? For my blog today, I talked about the fact that, as you might know, Tenley is in the Disney College program, and there were two things that happened yesterday that shook the community. One is that one of the Disney College program participants passed away. The second is there was a crash involving one of the buses that transport the Disney College program students to work. It was a fiery crash, made the national news, and there were several injuries. What I tied into that is the fact that I'm really fortunate to be a member of a couple of great communities on Facebook. One is Idiots Running Club, but for the purpose of this blog, I talked about the Facebook group that the college program parents have. There are about 1,200 of us, and it is a real source of information and support and many things, partially because we have great moderators, because I can tell you it takes work to moderate a group and keep it from going off track. But I talked about how we do go off track sometimes, and the silly argument or difference I had with another parent over why it does matter to have 3 different kinds of waffle makers, because the Princess waffle maker is different than a Olaf waffle maker. I mean, really. But anyway, it was a crazy, stupid, silly difference that went farther than it should. And an event like yesterday, or events like yesterday, immediately brings everything back into focus, makes us put away those silly differences and remind ourselves that what matters most is that we're all trying to do the best for our kids, and that at a time like that, we need each other and we need to come together. And come together we really have. The event spurred me on to do a couple things, to immediately Snapchat my daughter who was at work and tell her I loved her, and to overcome my shyness about seeking out other people's children and taking pictures, because many people aren't lucky enough to live close enough to Disney to come down and visit. And I was fortunate enough to find Tracy's son Cody and assure him I wasn't a stalker, and I had such a great conversation with him, and hopefully we both came away from it happier, and I hope it made his mom happy. But ultimately the point is that we really wrapped up in silly little diversions from what really matters sometimes. And in a case like this, what we need to do is remember what matters most. And there is a link on my blog to the GoFundMe for the memorial. The family has requested prayers for Will. It was Will Gracia that passed away. And prayers, and there's a GoFundMe to help with his funeral expenses, because the family is not, it would certainly be helpful to them to be able to have some assistance with that. Thank you so much for listening, and I'm going to flip the camera around because these flowers are so much prettier than me, and hope everybody has a great Sunday. How beautiful is this? Thank you, Keela. I really, really appreciate it, and I know the family does too. And I just saw a great concert by Darlene Love. She sang some oldie songs and had worked with, done songs that Tina Turner ended up singing. She was fantastic. That was really a highlight. So just a little more gorgeousness of the Flower and Garden Festival. And everybody take care. Thank you so much for joining.